Everybody, thanks for watching. And just a quick reminder that Aquarius and the DNA transformation into the new age is now available. This is the last video that's in the series. I've been working on it that I put out. So basically it would be the 5th video in this series. If you guys seen the last 4 videos, this is the 5th one that's going to basically bring it all together. If you haven't figured this thing out now, this is what it's about. If you don't know what this stuff is really talking to and what's actually going on, here it is. And if you've seen the last 4 videos, then this will bring it all together to get you guys to really understand exactly what this stuff is about and what's getting ready to happen. And it's clear as day now. They just took some time to really reveal their point, but they kind of gave it to us the whole time. But the end game, we know what it is now. And as I said to you guys, by the end of March, I expect this to be over, certainly before summertime, but it's a lot that's going to happen. It's a lot you got to understand and you got to look at. So whole thing that's going on in Washington with them storming the Capitol building, bullshit. You know it's bullshit. And distraction. You got to understand this whole thing. We're trying to re-impeach Trump, and everything that's happening is just more and more distractions from something that's absolutely major that we can't see, that they're blinding everybody from, that is a big fucking deal. And everybody's focused on race, Republican, Democrat, you know, all this tension that's going on and not seeing the big fucking deals. Distraction to the fullest away from something that's major. So again, definitely check out the video and watch it. Send out the links to everybody that has the Never Pay Again membership. And another thing I want to get into real quick, I got a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new people buying videos and everything like that. And you know, I've been doing this for over 10 years now. Been putting out videos on YouTube for about 9 years, selling them on YouTube. So it's a lot of videos. The 80th DVD, by the way. And I know it's a lot of people that, you know, have concern about what's going on, and it's people who I always got to deal with the most criticism from my own people, of course. So in doing something like this, where we're talking about constantly, you know, oppression and black-white stuff and all these racial issues, you would think I would get it from the opposite side, but it's always mostly from black folks. And it's just because people going through what they're going through and they don't understand how much everything we talk about entails and how deep stuff really is. So they don't even know why they feel the way they feel. But I would never hate on somebody that put their time and effort into something and is charging for it. So again, I went through this before with a lot of people. I'm not trying to make money off of people. People who know I was rich before I started YouTube, I already had money. This stuff is time consuming, which is why I don't always put out a lot of DVDs and a lot of videos. It takes a lot of time. Editing a video is a day. That's a whole day I got to dedicate to this. It's a lot of stuff that it entails. If you went to film school like I did, you know what it takes to do a video like I do. And when you put the stuff out on YouTube, as I was putting videos out on YouTube for free for a long time, when you put the stuff out there and you spend all that time and everything, and then the person is just like, you know, it's disrespected. People hand out free CDs, you know what happened to them. People throw them in the trash. They don't respect something that's free. And when you put that kind of dedication and time into something that's serious and you give it away for free and people don't respect it, then, you know, it doesn't feel good at all to try to do it again. But, you know, I had a whole conversation with somebody saying that, you know, basically I'm charging people for our own information. And I know I don't have to address this, and you can fast forward it if you don't want to hear it, but it's something I have to get people to realize how stupid they sound when they say stuff like that. When people address like what we do. I know it's a lot of scammers on YouTube, a lot of people putting out a lot of garbage, but I'm proven, I've been here, you know, and it is what it is. But, you know, you have to have essential things in life. Food, water. Knowledge is essential, plain and simple. Now, just like with food and water, you can go out and, you know, buy the food, go home, prepare it yourself, and eat your own meal, drink your water that you paid for, that you prepared. But if you don't got time for that, if you don't have the knowledge to prepare, you know, lobster risotto, and you want to go out and get it, then you have to pay for the time that chef spent to go to culinary school to learn how to cook something that you like. You have to pay him for that. And it's the same thing. And it's not free. Why should he give you free food because he's black and you black? You know, would you say that about somebody who's cooking soul food? You know, oh, it's soul food. You ain't supposed to charge us for our own food. It's black people food. You're supposed to give it to me for free. You know, it's crazy. And they don't say nothing to white folks when it comes to white folks selling whatever they selling. People just buy it. There's no backlash. You don't go into Walmart and say, let me see the manager or the store owner. Why are you charging me for this stuff? I'm black. You should give it to me for free. It's just crazy that people think we should just put this stuff out for free. And I would love to do it if it was something that was easy. And like I said, I've been doing it for years before. But it's not easy. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. But I appreciate all you guys that support, that send the emails, that have been supporting for the last 10 years. And I really appreciate you guys and everything that you do as far as appreciating me for what I've been doing and putting out this content for a long time. And Merkabah Academy is there. A lot of people who like what we like is there. Definitely go there, sign up, and you know, meet people who is into the same stuff you're into as far as this information. So I know a lot of people don't have the time to, you know, hit the books and read and study and even have the kind of mindset to understand what direction to go into to get the right understanding about all this esoteric shit that we talk about. And like I said, I was there before YouTube, before Facebook, before Instagram and all the social media stuff was popping off. I was doing this research and there was nobody there to give me any type of information or help into what I was studying. So I put this out and I started doing this to really help people get a better understanding and put that path in front of you guys to walk and try to be that light for y'all to see all the fucking shit that's out there, because it's a lot. And your research is going to connect with my research and it's going to help you out and help you get to where you need to be. So this is one of the reasons why I do it. And yeah, I'm not going to spend a day. I just can't do it and put it out for free. If you don't got $17.99 or $19.99, whatever the shit costs, then you shouldn't be on YouTube. If you don't got, if you complain, people complaining about $17.99. It's crazy. But I know times is tough, but $17.99, like, come on. And I don't want people to think that this is just about some profiteering, what do you call it, taking advantage, or what do you call it, what's the word that was used, you know, being an opportunist. So it's bullshit. But Trump thing, distraction, people stupid. You got people who really believe that these patriots, they call them the patriots, that these people are really political, you know, freedom fighters that's fighting for the justice of you know, a racist president. And people actually believe this, and I don't know what is wrong with, I don't know what you black folks is watching that got your mind believing in this garbage. So I'm arguing with people that's talking about, you know, we should commend these white folks for storming the nation's capital. At least they got the balls to do something. We only march. We don't go do nothing. We don't fight for nothing. They went in there and they took their stuff as if, you know, that was something that was legit. Clearly staged. I put the video on my Instagram where you can see the cops just let them in there. You don't storm the nation's capital and take over the Capitol building. They let you do that. So the picture has been going around. I put it up too, but I clarified because the picture says that this is basically the Capitol building when BLM was marching, but it's not the Capitol building, it's the Lincoln Memorial, which is 3 miles away. Even still, it's a landmark, it's a federal building, and they had that kind of protection there at a federal establishment when black people was marching. But when white folks was marching, because you had senators and congressmen and all kinds of other racist white politicians that was in the crowd, you know, I guess they probably thought it was going to be peaceful, but it wasn't, and you see what happened because it was planned to happen. It's a distraction. So we got to stop worrying about the Trump stuff, get off of that, and understand it's a distraction from this. Everything is about COVID right now. And paying attention, you see they have the vaccine that's going out. And they're keeping out of the public the amount of people really that's actually getting this vaccine. I've been seeing it. People have been sending me photos. But it's a lot of people who, one, you can sign up early in some places for the vaccine. They're trying to get stadiums, trying to fill stadiums full of people to get these shots. And they supposedly have like almost 100 million shots out there for people. And of course, they want to vaccinate at least 70% of the population. Probably, I think it's maybe a little bit less, but at least 70%. And as Dr. Fauci noted, as I talked about in the DVD, they expect to reach herd immunity by the end of March. That's why I said by the end of March it should be over. But they don't know how many people is going to actually take the shot, and it's a lot to this. But again, ask yourself the question, as I talked about in the DVD. One, why the hell no cure? When you go through the history of vaccines, there's never been a cure. We don't cure shit. We come up with vaccinations. Why? Why vaccines are not a cure? And the thing is, with a cure, if you have a cure, you can't shut shit down. Everything can still remain open because you have a cure. There is no propaganda. There's no scare tactics and people worrying and going crazy. You can't control businesses with a cure. A vaccine you can, because a vaccine is basically going to, keep you from getting it. So they say. But a cure is just it's done and over with. You don't have to close nothing down. If a person got it, okay, boom, come get the cure. It's done and over with. So that should tell you something, that one, the reason why they don't come up with a vaccine and a cure is because they obviously want to inject as much people as possible with what's ever in that vaccine. Plain and simple. So think about that. And it's a lot deeper than people understand. But it's a distraction from all of this, and you got to understand why this is coming up now. Talked about the planetary conjunctions and how all this stuff go hand in hand. And if you've seen those last 4 videos, you get it. But this is no different. This COVID stuff fits right into it when you understand. But we gotta look at this and say again, no mandatory lockdown, no mandatory 14-day lockdown where nobody can come out the house, no stores, nothing. That would have ended the whole thing. Now in England, they have a nationwide lockdown. They had them in tiers, tier 1 through 4. Tier 4, you can't go nowhere. Basically like it was here, where only supermarkets is open. You can only leave to go to a supermarket, stuff like that, or seek medical help. But they're using them to show this power structure, what they can expect here, because it seems like what happens in Europe usually comes here. But if you read, I was reading and reading what people was talking about as far as the lockdown and everything like that, and a lot of people are begging for the vaccine, and it's exactly what they want. You're going to see celebrities coming out, and they're going to show celebrities getting the shots. They're going to show famous people, basketball players getting the shot, getting the vaccines and everything like that, and that's going to be the next thing. Such and such celebrity got the vaccine. This celebrity got the vaccine, and it's going to continue to encourage people to get the vaccine and get vaccinated. Now, I know people are going to say, well, what's wrong with getting the vaccination? You got to convince me. Like, I don't understand. And you got to ask yourself, like, what is this, 2021? And you want to believe that a virus like this just snuck up on this country, on the world, new. And then you look at coronaviruses existing before. We know that. That's one of the things they neglected to tell everybody, that there's a such thing called coronavirus that's been around for a long time that we know about. And then they don't get into the history of it because it's going to call into question what's taking place now. But there's no way in the world that a virus like this can sneak up on people, sneak up on the entire planet where nobody could see this coming, when we already have something called coronavirus, when we just was dealing with SARS-CoV-1, years after that. And just all of a sudden this new mutation comes out and just so happened to fit in the line of the 6 other coronaviruses. So we know when they found 229E back in 1965, as I talked about in the DVD, they thought they found the cure for the common cold, or the cause of the common cold, which tells you something. So we have, 229E, you have NL43, you have OC43, you have NL63, you have HKU1, you have SARS-CoV-1, MERS, you have SARS-CoV-2, which is the COVID-19 virus. So it's 7 of them, basically. I probably said 8, but it's 7. These 7 coronaviruses all originate from bats. And you got to think about what that means. And one of the things I want to clear up something real fast so people can understand this. It's going to make sense when you see the DVD. One, there's this argument between, if the government really wanted to poison us, we should get the vaccine, because if they wanted to poison us or do something to us, they would put it in our food supply. You understand? That's what people are saying. Well, you should get the vaccination because if they wanted to do something to us, they could just put it in our food. And you have to understand that it's a big difference between eating something, digesting something, and having something injected directly into your bloodstream, which is why that shot goes into your arm, because it's a quick way to get into your bloodstream, right in your shoulder. Big difference in the way your body breaks down a protein from an animal or something that you eaten and converts it from versus something going directly into the bloodstream. As I talked about in the DVD, our body, if you are completely healthy, if you are a healthy person, how can you get sick? How can something be triggered in your body to make you have a reaction like this? You got to think about that. So it's like, one, if you're completely healthy, how can this happen to you? So the analogy I gave in the DVD is, one, you have to look at everything the human body is capable of doing. You know, if you get bit by a snake, the venom could cause you to bubble up, ooze and pus, your heart to stop, your muscles to contort, all kinds of crazy stuff. But the venom is the trigger. Plain and simple, that's the trigger. When a snake bites you, it gets directly into your bloodstream. Same thing with a raccoon, how you get rabies. It bites you, it goes directly into the bloodstream. And because it's directly in the bloodstream, this is how it causes these effects. Without it being directly in the bloodstream, it won't have the same type of effects. You got to think about this. But clearly, you know, the scientists that's talking to us, the doctors, when you understand how stupid all of this is and how all these people are in on it and how the American people, the people of the world, we have nobody on our side but ourselves, because the most intelligent people who we elected, who we look to save us from this bullshit, is in on it, or they too stupid to realize what the hell is going on, and how nobody is asking the question or saying, well, why don't we just mandatory lockdown for 14 days and be done with it? It's beyond me. So here's the distraction: Donald Trump, everything else. Biden is going to come into the White House. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with that. But as I said in the videos, all this stuff comes together. It's all one big thing that's taking us into the age of Aquarius, which is January 20th coming up. 10 days or 9 days, depending on what time I drop this. Coming up, Age of Aquarius, January 20th, 2021, which just happens to be the day we swear in a new president. But, you know, I'm rushing through this thing real quick because I got stuff to do. But expect some more madness. Expect that you already know what's coming. And for those who are like me, who forecast, and you guys are researchers and you dig, you see this. And if you are a history guy, you know what this shit is about. We've been here before, which is what the DVD is going to really blow your mind about. So we've been through this, but it's a major reason why that a lot of people are not going to get. There's a reason why Trump was picked. There's a reason why the comparisons between Trump and certain people have been given, especially Hitler. There's a reason why Dr. Fauci was picked. This stuff is right there, man. It's right there. So, like I said, end of March, beginning of April, shit should be done. Usher just signed a residency here, big millions of dollars. They wouldn't have did that if they didn't know it was going to be over by June. You can buy tickets to season tickets for next year for basketball, and if you do that, they will give you first crack at the playoff tickets, because it's probably going to be people in the stands come playoff time. So they got a pretty good idea this stuff is going to be over. They can calculate exactly how many people they believe, based off fear, is going to take the vaccine. And when they get their numbers, they'll stop all this bullshit. So if you're one of those stupid people who are going to run out and get the vaccine, thank you. Because the faster people get the shot, faster this is over with. And I talked about in the DVD one's a professor friend of mine, University of Pennsylvania. We talk about a lot of stuff. But one of the things he talked about, he said to me, is people should get the vaccine because there's no point. Like, we're not united enough as a people to not get the vaccine and sit and take what they're going to do to us if enough people don't get it. So basically, faster people get it, the faster we go back to normal, or back to whatever they got waiting for us. That's the whole thing, because they're going to keep it going if the numbers are low. They want a certain amount of black people to get the shot. It's a lot to all of this, but as you'll see, it all comes together. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch, to purchase, and support all you guys who've been supporting and everything. I everybody on Merkabah Academy. I appreciate you guys going there and keeping the site going. A lot of stuff coming to that site, and I've been saying that, but I'm waiting for this shit to drop and be done so I can do what I got to do. So I'm relaxing just like the rest of y'all. Same time running companies, same time doing what I got to do. Yeah, I went to Mexico, did the whole video. I'm going back to Mexico. There's other stuff I need to do. And a lot more stuff to come with videos. Like this whole Corona thing just threw everything out of whack. It's a lot of trips I was supposed to take that I couldn't take because of this. So it's a lot that's going to come out once this is over. And I swear I want to have the biggest mask burning party when this shit is done, because I can't wait till it's over. This is crazy. It's in the way. But yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to watch, and see you guys next video.